Dang, how should we start it? Okay.
You have to say what?
Yeah. I don't know. What's going on? Anyways, What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and today we have Miss TIERRA with us. We're gonna be doing a girl talk, so we're gonna kind of get into the struggles of being a millennial.
So goofy.
What else? Having a relationship with God, and just like
entrepreneurship.
yeah,
you know,
for sure on her end. For sure, I'm just trying to get into that.
Yeah, but getting into it, all of that plays a part of it being difficult. So we're gonna get into all of that,
right? And we're gonna cheers to that. So, about to get right into this video. All right. So I want to start off by talking about just this year. And this year, it started off, honestly, this year started off rough for me. Like, it really did start off rough for me. How did it start off for you?
It started off like, I don't know, it just went by so fast. Like, I still feel like we in 2021. But, I mean, it started off kind of cool. I think, like, towards like April, I kind of started feeling like the inflation and all of that rising and stuff like that. So, and then it didn't really hit me till like July, for real. Like, yeah.
Like with me, I feel like it just started when I would say 2021 October. It was like we had to move. We already moved, and we had to move again because of the fact that, the place we was living at, it was just so terrible. Like, and, it wasn't fit for our son to live. They had mold issues. We had, just like issues with the maintenance people. Nobody was really like, it was just chaos. So, like, we had to move, and we had to use so much money. I had a trip planned for my boyfriend, and then that we used that money that we had planned for the trip for the moving, which the trip was like literally, and we had to literally like we went on the trip pretty much broke, for sure. Like, we went on a trip with just yeah, we had to. I mean, like, it was like a week away from, because we moved October. The trip was on his birthday.
Oh yeah.
So the move was literally a week before that. So we had everything planned. We paid for, good thing we already paid for the excursions already. But it was like, going out to other places and doing a little shopping here and there. We didn't really have that. So it was kind of like, but we still enjoyed ourselves.
Right. And that's all that matters.
Yeah. And like, and it was still fun. Like, what I'm saying? He still enjoyed himself. I enjoyed myself. So it was still a good trip. Yeah. But that's how my year started bad. And then it went into like, my hours being cut by my job. And then like, it was just coming, like, just stuff hitting me back to back to back. And it was just like, dang, God, like, what's going on?
Okay.
Like, what I do to you? What did I do?
What's crazy is that's kind of like, I guess I can agree, like, my timeline from things happening, because last year September is when I went self-employed and just completely focused on doing hair and quit the hospital and stuff. So I can honestly say it was kind of like a struggle getting those clients and still having to pay my rent and all my bills by myself and not getting a consistent check coming in anymore. So I can honestly say, but then I'm thankful because even though September was kind of slow and the beginning of October, it still went into the holidays. So I feel like God kind of allowed me to be in that time frame where it got busy because people want their hair done for the holidays and stuff.
Because baby, I'm about to book my appointment straight like that.
Period. And so yes, like, so I completely understand. Like, girl, it's been trips that I had to cancel too because I just didn't have it. I knew I had to focus on my bills and what's the most important first.
Yes.
And I feel like having a roof on my head is way more important than pleasure. So, girl, it was a little tough entering this new year. Girl, God, He's seen us through.
Okay, like
He made a way.
He would. Girl,
no way.
Every turn, like every time, I just be like, you know what, God, you got it. Like, just take the wheel, Jesus. Just take it. And every time, boom, 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 boom. Like, it be like, and it's so funny because it's never when we want it. It's always right on His time. Like, you can't tell God to do something on your time.
That's why I had to just learn that God's plan is always bigger than ours. Like, we always think, oh, if I do this way and if we do it this way, you know, it'll happen perfect, and God will just interfere and He'll just, you know, allow something to happen that was completely unexpected. And then sometimes we'll be mad and have our little attitude, but at the end of the day, He's always on time.
And sometimes the outcome is even better than what you actually expected it to be.
Okay. I see what you was doing now.
Right. And that's another thing I want to say. Like, having that relationship with God is very important. Like, you have to have. I'm just saying, for me, like, I have to have that relationship with God, because if I don't, I feel like I have no one to really turn to. Like, I feel like turning to, like, you know, no offense to people, but turning to people is like, they can't really help me. You can only vent to them and nothing's be solved. But you know, when you give it to God, it's just like, you know, like, He's about to, this is my Father. He about to help me. Like, it's like you going to your dad. You know what I'm saying? And he sees you. Your dad not gonna want to see you struggling. He don't want to see nothing.
That's one thing I can say. Like, during the pandemic times or whatever, my relationship with God did grow closer because we were inside and I was in here by myself and I had no one else to turn to. You know what I'm saying? I was working at the hospital at the time, but I think I just had got my apartment right before the pandemic. And I was just like, I think I was only making like $11 a change.
From the hospital, right? I remember that. Because I was in your ear. I was like,
from the hospital, and I was still doing hair on the side in my home. And you know, it's like people don't want to go outside nowhere because we were shut down. But some people still came. Like, I'm going to get my hair done, and I'm just, and those stimulus checks did help.
For sure, baby.
Because I was able to get a couch.
Okay.
But yeah, my relationship definitely grew closer to God during the pandemic, and I can say, as long as you stay true to Him, and just know that as long as you have faith in Him and knowing that He will always be there for you, you won't go wrong for nothing. Like, it's up from there, because God sees like that you're dependent on Him at this point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He knows that you're not in the position to even do certain things, but because you step out on faith and do it, because you know that you trust in Him, He will never fail you. He will never let you down.
I'm telling you.
None of that. So just continue to, you know, for everyone that's watching, just give God like 30 minutes of your time a day, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. It don't even matter, because I know we all do have lives and we all do stuff, but the same way you spend that time on social media, just give Him some type of your time. Read a devotion, read His word, pray, you know, just thank Him for what He's already done in your life, what He's doing in your life, and what He's going to do in your life, because just like, as long as you give Him that little time, He will always be there. Like,
always.
You can't think just because, you know, you're going through something and you asking for something, He's just going. You have to do it good and through the good and the bad times. So just keep that relationship with Him in your heart, and He will not fail you, because I'm a living witness. Like, I don't know how I'm still doing all of this, but I do know it's because of you. But I'm doing it.
Doing it, and that's all that matters, because you're doing it and you're making it work, and it's flowing. It's flowing. It is Sunday.
Okay, let's drink to that. Let's drink to that.
Hallelujah. We can drink, but not drink till they're drunk.
Period.
Hallelujah.
There's some Stella, y'all.
Okay, you know they ain't doing nothing.
It's sparkling wine. It's juice.
For real.
You know, they drunk wine back in the day, so hey.
Yes. Great. And that's another thing too, because when we be drinking alcohol, y'all don't know, but I know for sure when I be drinking alcohol, it's like a different spirit come along.
It sure is.
Because that's why they call it spirits.
And wine, like, I'm telling you, like,
if you look it up, if you actually look it up, it says that, like, when you look up why do they call like alcohol spirits, but because in back of the days it was saying something about how like alcohol was like they put a spirit on it, so like whatever spirit, like some people be coming to sex, they be just like,
I know
what they call them a sex, like I know I'll be ready to fight. Okay, I be ready to, like I'm not an angry drunk, but I do be ready. Like I be like ready to go. Like, and I'll just be like, what is that? Who is that person?
I know. It's just, and when you get up the next morning, it's like a turn off to you because it's like, oh, this is how I behave.
I don't like that.
Like
this is my normal me.
Right.
I'm like, and you know, tequila is really like healthy for you because it's made from cactus.
But why do it have me turning into like
it's still alcohol.
Another person?
I don't know.
That's why I try to stay away from shots.
Yes.
Like I like me a little cocktail, but then when I do shots, it's just like
a show.
It's just
yeah. But like not okay. So back to that topic. Not only that, like I see that I feel like 2023, and I'm not trying to speak it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing bad to happen on 2023, but I feel like that's gonna be a really good year. I feel like it's gonna be a really good year, even though Kanye said it's not gonna be a good year.
Child, let's not even go there. Okay.
Listen, okay, Kanye now, I hear what he's saying for sure. I hear what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes he goes.
Listen to him.
He goes a little too in, but I feel what he's saying. I feel what he's saying about certain things. You have to actually look into what he's saying. You have to, because if you don't, like, you just gonna be looking like, what is this nigga talking about? But you actually like,
no more.
You don't?
No, I don't, because he don't. Things that he says just doesn't interest me because I feel like he has so many personalities I can't keep up.
But he did admit it to, like, you know, selling his soul, and he did. He said he signed contracts that said he couldn't even say Jesus. Yeah.
Was that after his song Jesus Walks? Because he said it the whole song.
Yeah, I was watching it on TikTok, but I be feeling like, cause look, y'all, look at Playboy Cardi. That nigga don't look like him. I'm like, what is wrong with this man? He looks super crazy. Like he looks stupid. That don't even look like him. Like he look like he's completely out
like
of it.
Possessed. So he took over him.
Yes. Like, and I was black people was talking about on the phone. Shit is real.
It's real. And I can like
real.
I feel like God has given me the gift to like spot it and see it, like of discernment, and to know that you know that's not him. That's not you. Something has taken over your soul or your mind or your body, whatever. Like I be knowing.
And it be so many people in the industry that be like look at Doja.
Oh,
what is going on with her?
I think honestly, maybe that's just her, cause she's always been a little weird. Like her first song was
a little weird.
You know what I'm saying? It's a cow song. So
but they were saying something about how she, I don't know. Girl, y'all look it up on TikTok. TikTok is where it's at, okay? TikTok, don't quote me on it. TikTok. But yeah, so how, like, I mean, now that, I mean, how has everything been going for you now? Like,
it still has its ups and downs, like, but you know, I'm still making it, and I just feel like when I have slow weeks now, of when I don't have a client this day, or if I only have one client, I feel like that's just God telling me to chill, just rest, because next week you gonna be busy. Because it's like it be times where I'm praying like, Lord, please help me. Like, I don't want to have to go work a part-time job or another job, but Yeah, and I'm like, but what is my clients gonna book? Like, what is gonna happen? Like, and then I'm just like, as soon as I get ready to try to like download Uber Eats driver or something, he just be like, I just can't even continue to do it. Because it's just something in me like, no, girl, chill out. This is like, you stepped out on faith and you gave me a word that you want to be in your Bible every day. So don't do that. Like, I got you. It's been a year now, over a year, that I've still been on my own and just doing hair. So if he ain't felt me yet, I feel like he never will. And so I just like, that one client sometimes can be like two something, like a $200 service. So it's like, that's a lot compared to people who work a 9 to 5 and what they make in a day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, as long as I budget like I'm how I'm supposed to, which is kind of like, I do budget. Like,
girl, you Aries. Sometimes it's like just spoil myself a little too much.
But I mean, as long as I know that, okay, this is for my bills and this comes first, then I'm telling you, I'll be good. I chill when he want me to chill, and when he got clients lined up for me, girl, I can't even sit down, girl. Like yesterday at work, no, let me tell you what's crazy. Okay, I started off with one client for Saturday, and so someone else booked. Well, someone else actually called me for a sewing for their daughter.
Right, yeah.
So she wanted a time that I didn't even have available, but I was like, you know what, I'll work late. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. You can come at 1:30. So she's like, okay. So I blocked my 1:30 out. So I had an 8 o'clock. Well, I thought I only had an 8 a.m. slot left, and someone booked that like 2 days before Saturday, and it was for a full color and just a silk press or whatever, but full color is still a lot. So then I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, now I got 3 Saturday, then that's fine, like, thank you, Lord. And then when I woke up the next day, like, somebody booked for a sleep ponytail. I'm like, how did she even book this? I thought the 8 a.m. slot was my last slot. But
what time did she get?
She got a 9:30. And my next client was at 11, so the full color was from 8 till 9:30.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so she got 9:30 to 11. So I'm like, so I didn't even think nobody would even book that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm like, oh, I'm about to be busy.
Who wouldn't book the 9:30, girl?
Yeah, but it was the day before Saturday.
Oh,
when I woke up, I seen that, and I was like. So I had 4 clients yesterday, and I was there from 8 a.m. until I finished at 5 p.m. on a Saturday. And I never worked late Saturdays. Those are my early days. But I was just like, when I told that lady, like, oh, I'm just going to work late, it's fine. You can come at 1:30 for sewing. I know that's a 2.5-hour service, so I'm like, whatever. But it's like, you see how God worked. He knew that I sacrificed my Saturday because I know I be wanting to get off early. I sacrificed that to work late, and He blessed me with 2 more clients.
I'm telling you, you have to sacrifice. What I learned, like touching on the Bible and like trying to, I've never read the Bible until this year.
Really?
Yeah. I never read the Bible until this year.
You didn't grow up in church?
I did, but I didn't read it. Because you know why? Let me tell you why though. It's because every time I was one of those kids that like asked so much questions. Like I ask a lot of questions, so like, and I'm an overthinker, so once I start thinking about something, I need you to like feed me like on what. So when I ask one question, it's like another question after the other question. And so my Sunday school teachers were never like too fond of me. Because
you got on their nerves.
Yeah, I showed did. And I'm like, but why? So like, I was just like, no one ever took the time out to like explain to me like the Bible until I sat there like, let me look into this, let me read stories, let me go look in that, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different things about the Bible that like people
misconstrued.
Yeah, like they have like things where like, oh, the Bible's not real, or it's man-made, or this and that, blah blah blah. I do believe there's passages, because you know the Bible is so many years old, so the Bible is so many years old, so we don't know exactly, but there's people that say there's people that say that like the actual Bible is so much more longer than that, and that so many sections are missing. They only kept the certain, you know, while he allowed him. But then that's when God comes in, and you know, God is spiritual. So you allow him to direct you on what you read. What you read in the Bible and how you know, interpret things.
That's why I'm glad they came out with a New Living Translation, because I did not understand King James.
Girl, I never understood.
I'm like, thou art what? Like,
I mean, that's how I say my prayer, because that's how my mom taught me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
See, I just didn't understand that, and that's why I was always felt like the Bible was boring. Like, I don't want to read it. But then, like you said, like in my adult years, that's when I took it upon myself to start reading certain things, to know upon myself, because you can't just go off of what your family say or what your family do because you was raised in the church. So once I started taking it upon myself to read it on my own and really grasping what it says and understanding it for myself, then it's like, okay, like, you know, I could take it to how, you know, it relates to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, they say the Bible is biblical instructions before leaving this earth, and I feel like everything that happens in the Bible days, like back then, is just repeating itself.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's some sort of truth to it, because it's like, you know, everything repeats itself.
That's what I'm saying.
So what happened back then is actually happening now, and actually happening now.
History always,
especially with Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, girl, we ain't about to touch it. Oh, have mercy, home. And we're back. So, okay. Okay. So yeah. So with all of that being said, like, I would say it takes a toll with your relationship as well. Like if you're in like a relationship with someone and all these struggles are hitting you, you know, it start hitting your relationship, because it's like financially you guys are like in a what is that?
I see the thing on my head.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah. So like with that, you know what I'm saying, like relationships, like I'm just gonna be blatantly honest, like with my relationship with my boyfriend now, it's like we work things out with like financially good by the grace of God, because I be like, you know, if I don't have it, then he have it. If he don't have it, then I got it. And it's like we work together as a team in that area, which I prayed for, because it's like, I'm like, I don't want to ever be with somebody that can't help me if I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not willing to help me if I ain't got it. I feel like that's a problem, and that's not working towards becoming one, as in being in a relationship as one. You know what I mean? So it's like stuff like that in being in a relationship in this day and age, with all this social media and all this, like what it looks like to have a perfect relationship, what it looks like to be in a perfect home, like it takes a toll, you know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, I feel the same. I feel like nowadays men, some men, you know, they want to compete with, you know, how the world say you should be right now. And I feel like, you know, you should understand, like being in a relationship, like, you know, you have to show your significant other that you are the provider, that, you know, just in case you're down, like you said, I'm here to pick you back up, vice versa, because anything can happen on both ends, and y'all should both be there to pick each other up. But nowadays it's just, you know, it just really takes a strong-minded man to really understand that and to know that, hey, you know, you can get this later. Everything not going to happen right now.
Right.
Like, you can get the nice things and the luxury things and all of that later in life, but you have to establish something first. You have to build something first. You have to crawl before you walk. Like, social media has people thinking like, oh, I can go get this designer, or I can do this, or I can do that. But what are you showing for it? Like, what are you working hard, and are you not struggling to, you know, like, I know we all want things or whatever, nice things and stuff, and we might buy it one day or one time, but, you know, to make a decision where it could affect you and you know you don't even have it right now to begin with, but you're just trying to keep up with what's going on in today's society. Like, that's not a good mindset to have, and that can take a toll on your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Because if that person's not giving you what you want, it's kind of like, well, these niggas are here like doing it, but you don't know what's going on in their home.
Exactly.
You don't know what's really going on. So many people put on a facade like, you know, they got this, they got that, but how are you treating that person? How are you handling that person? How is y'all how is y'all relationship with God? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that,
man. And people, like, that's why God made man and women to be helpmates of one another.
Yeah.
You know, to help each other. Like, sometimes you're not able to do it by yourself because maybe God wants this person to come into your life so y'all can build together, and then eventually you will have it. Like, you're always better as a team as long as God is in it. And, you know, a lot of people, men and women, are just selfish nowadays. They just think about themselves. And you will never have, your relationship will never progress because you're being selfish to think that, you know, you just want all these things to happen for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not supporting your significant other and not including them into what you're trying to accomplish and do. Like, so it's just like social media just have a huge impact, a huge influence on today's society, men and women.
And it's not only just like relationships with a man and a woman, it's also relationships with woman to woman. Like, women are always competing with each other. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with black women. We walk in a room and they feel like, I gotta have this. Like, I gotta be up one. Like, I gotta be like, and it's kind of like,
that's why I have a few friends, a few female friends. I cannot, like, lately I cannot stand certain females because it's like, it's not even that serious.
Girl, well, if somebody says something about their accomplishments, here goes someone like to top off theirs because they gotta feel like it's like, okay, well, she told me, well, let me let her know what I got going on. Like, sometimes it's kind of like, just listen.
Just listen first. Because I want to know, like, okay, well, how did you get there?
Yes.
Teach me. And then I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they don't know how to remain humble. I feel like that's where that comes from. Because you're on top, you done conquered certain things and you done got to where you feel like you know, is on a different level than others. But you always have to remain humble. You can't make it seem like, oh, you got it going on now, so everybody else is beneath you, because those people that you feel like is beneath you is the one who's either helping you build your brand or helping you in whatever, you know, whatever you have to was able to accomplish where you are now. Like, and so it's like you have to remain humble. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, because guess what? When God sees everything that you're doing, and He will take that away within a blink of an eye if you don't remain humble and if you're just being nasty with it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, girl, that's why I just laugh at people like that.
Okay. And I just be like, you know, I just keep a little memo in my head, be like, okay, I can't hang with this bitch. Like, I see where you going. You ain't going to places where I'm going. So I gotta reroute.
That's why
I gotta turn my tables, because
I just stick with my day ones. Okay.
Not Tuesday ones.
This one from high school, Kiva from cosmetology school. Like, You know what I'm saying? And other people that I meet within, like me being older and, you know, hanging out with different people, whether it's from work or just meeting people, like, you know, it's like I only developed one other friend who I felt like is really like, you know, this is the one who's married that she met at my birthday. Yeah,
she seems pretty cool.
She is very cool, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? She's a Sagittarius. I never had a Sagittarius friend, but they're
the worst. But we ain't gonna go on. We not gonna how you raised, okay?
Oh my god, I'm weak. Anyways, like, you know, it's just I like to be around people that is where I want to be. Like, eventually I want to get married.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, meeting somebody who is our peer and around our same age that's married.
How it's like good. Like, you can ask questions like, how? Like,
yeah, you know, so that's why I like
you have
that.
Any kids?
You know? No.
Really?
No kids. And I just love their relationship because when she invites me places, her husband be there.
Oh.
Because she just feels like, you know, she wants him to be with people who's married. Like, it's like, if you hanging out with other guys, single all they gonna be doing is talking about one girl walking around, one girl.
I know.
And she says she don't mind him. Like,
you know, I'm not even trying to like put any like, you know, relationship out blast, but it's like kind of like me and my boyfriend when we be talking about, like, they be like, he be like, you know, he don't really like too much hang because most of his friends are single. So it's kind of like they not, you know, it'll kind of put you in a position where you gotta, I know what I'm talking about. So
that's the like, difficulties that came within my relationship. Like, you know, you have to limit yourself to you know, hanging out with too many of your single friends because it's like they're gonna have an influence on you. You know, if both of y'all have girlfriends and stuff, that's cool. We can all do double dates, or we can do something, or y'all can hang out once a month. But other than that, it's like, no, like, you continue to hang out with people all the time, or your boys all the time without your girl. It's gonna cause conflict. It's gonna cause issues within the relationship.
And
why you wanna go out so much
if their friends is not on nothing? If their friends not on, like, and when I mean nothing, that means like they're not on their business. They're not on trying to make it somewhere else. They're not trying to just go out every week, drink every week. They're not on building something and being more.
Even if they are doing something with their life, y'all ain't going out all the time. Period. Okay, like, you limit that. You know, you got a woman at home. Like, how do men feel when we go out all the time? They don't like that.
They do not like that.
Especially if they know they got a pretty woman.
Be like, hey, what you looking at? What you doing?
Dressed nice, somebody who's beautiful and got things going for themselves. You don't want your woman out all the time because you're gonna be like, what are you trying to do? Who are you trying to?
Yeah, who are you trying to impress? Like,
okay, go out with your friends one good time and then that's it.
Yeah, twice a month, boo.
Bring her home. But yeah,
like, I seen somebody did, I don't even think her man's is married. I think he proposed to her though, but what's that girl? Dang, I seen, but
I'm like,
damn, what's her? I don't know her name.
Who is she with?
I don't know his name neither.
What do they do?
They used to have a show. I think it was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta before. And she was hanging with B Simone with them. That light skinned girl. Keisha? Is her name Keisha?
Oh, light skinned Keisha.
Yes, her. I seen her say something about, like, if her man called her while she out with her friends, she out. She like, see ya.
First of all, I ain't doing that because they don't do it. They're not gonna leave.
Well, maybe her man does it for her.
But it's like, if it's an emergency, then yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna see y'all later. But I feel like once I finally have that time to be with my girls, I want to cherish that moment.
Oh yeah,
like,
true.
I want to be with my girls. Like, I'm with my man all day, every day. I live with him.
But you won't feel like that if your man is your best friend.
I felt like that in my relationship, but we never was the type to say, hey, come home or come do this or I want you. You know what
I wouldn't. Okay, it would be kind of controlling if a man saying, hey, come home.
And you know what I'm saying?
Like,
but if you depends on the man.
Yeah.
Whatever, but I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to.
I think
leave my friends because my man want me to come home.
I wouldn't do it neither, but I get what she was saying. It's kind of like we just out here partying. We not doing nothing
unless they do it all the time. Because like me and you, we don't see each other like that. We don't. So just
it's different. So that's how I see it like that. But if it's like where y'all going out like every
then okay, my man like I gotta go. I'm coming because I just been out with you. The other day. So it's like I'm going home. So yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But if I ain't see my girl in some months,
2 years,
we got some girling to do.
Yeah, and as long as you're not going into it and just like you're going like, sorry y'all, I can't remember that guy.
I know, yeah.
But with entrepreneurship, you don't want to just do it because everybody else is doing it. And I feel like that's what kind of people are doing now. Because, oh, they making such and such money, you know what I'm saying, without clocking in. Let me go ahead and jump on this. And that's how a lot of people is getting in trouble with these lash techs that don't have no kind of license, no kind of infection control. Like, baby, I need to see all of that on the wall.
I seen her, you posting your story. I was about to throw up.
Girl, and that be really happening to people, man. And then it makes it bad on their part too because they're not keeping up there. Because some places where you go to, they don't tell you how to take care of your lashes when you get it done. So
they don't.
They don't give you no spoolie. They don't give you no instructions on how
supposed to like clean it before you
clean your lash. Yes. So
before they even start doing a new set,
take it from somebody that it's already has happened to twice. Like literally, like I went to a place, I got my lashes done, and boom, like I would say my second install that I remember like I'm feeling when I went to her, this eye, it started like itching really bad, but I was washing cause I like to wash my face, so I was washing my face and whatnot, and I cleaning my lashes, and I'm like, why is it itching so bad? Come to find out, I'm allergic to glue. That glue is once. And what I found out from another experienced lash tech is that they actually have to do a hair test on you before you get your lashes done. They have to do a hair test on you. They're gonna put like, you know, one with one with, you know, sensitive glue and then one with not sensitive glue, and then they'll see how you react to it. Then once they see how you react to it, you come back and you do it. Nobody's really doing that, okay? Nobody's really doing it. So that's what I learned from a lash tech. And so she put it on. It's not her fault. I was sensitive to glue, which is fine. Okay, cool. But when I told her I was sensitive to glue and I came back, she still used the glue that I was sensitive to. End up getting this huge thing on my eye. That joint was so huge, baby. I did not even want to go to work. That joint was like sitting on my eye. It's more than a sty. It had pus and stuff in there. Like it was drooping my eyelid closed. I didn't want to go to work. Like I was looking crazy.
That's why I just stopped doing it because I never had that experience, but I did experience itching before, like in it, and then it just always will fall out anyway. It would never last for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't wear makeup every day anyway. Right. I don't wear lashes every day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna wear my strips when I do my makeup.
Yeah. And those strips that you have on right now are so pretty. Are they a part of your lash line that you have?
Speaking of that, I do have to. I feel like that's my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna put that on my vision board.
She's queen of lashes, y'all.
We should do a vision board party. You know. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I guess we can I'm sorry, y'all.
We ready to eat. We ready to eat.
My stomach been growling the whole time.
Okay.
We've been having our camera just going dead.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
But I love this conversation. I love this talk. And make sure y'all are in the comments. Like,
it's gonna be a part 2.
It's definitely gonna be a part 2.
We need to do like a setting, like maybe it can't be on a Tuesday. I was gonna say like a Taco Tuesday, girls' night type, but it's fine. I feel like next time we come back, we're gonna have something.
Yeah.
Like not a mukbang, but
yeah.
We can talk and eat some crab legs. We like seafood.
Yeah, we gotta have a little table right here. Cause I've been trying to do this for the longest.
Yes.
We finally got here. The devil is a lie.
Finally.
We finally got here.
You've been trying to do this since before the summer.
Bro. Trying to do this for the longest. We finally got it.
Yeah.
But I want to thank y'all for watching our channels. Thank y'all for supporting us. Thank y'all for just liking. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel, period, point blank. Subscribe to my channel as well. If you're new here, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we drop our videos. And just make sure y'all write down in the comment section what videos y'all want us to talk about.
Yeah, what y'all want to talk about.
Because this is not.
Yeah, we can really make it a series.
Yes,
honestly,
we really can.
And once y'all give us y'all feedback, we can really make it a series on what y'all want us to talk about.
Yeah, and what areas we didn't touch on.
Yeah,
and I feel like we should touch on more about it.
Because we could have touched on it.
Yeah, we could.
But y'all, we had nothing written down.
We just did it. We just moved the divine spirit.
We just let the Holy Spirit walking
I'm about to play with this one
and take over. But yeah, y'all. We just allow God to lead us,
always.
So yeah. Always. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, guys.
Period.
And we will see y'all later.
Love you.
Okay. Yeah, we did it. We did it.